crispy.
Yes, I'm here, Avenger Vastey, bringing another episode of Behind the Shot with Avenger. Here I got a shot with Iron Man directing S.H.I.E.L.D., so he's just rounding up some S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in Maria Hill, just giving some, mission reports and whatnot. And yeah, man, I like how this came out. This was actually really difficult to set up. Like, I had, these three set up, and then I had, Eagle, Shocker, and the new Beetle set up like they were going to jail. But I just couldn't get it right, man. I don't know if I should add them back. It kind of clutters it. Let me see, just to get an example. You see, it really blocks. I don't know, man. I'll try. Let me just mess around a little more. So I was right. The other figures don't really work in this scene, so I'm gonna keep it the way it is. You have Mandroid. He's on a base, so he can look higher. And yeah, everything is pretty simple. These guys are standing in a straight line. They're not exactly straight because you can't really see them if they were on a straight line. You got the older S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, Maria Hill, one light there, another light there, and we're in the bathroom. We have the natural light. Yeah, man, like how this came out. So I was able to get these guys in, Beetle, Shocker, and Eagle. What I'm gonna do is just crop out this and then have everyone like this so I can fit them in the shot. Pretty creative, not gonna lie. Pretty impressive. If I were to just do it like that, it would have made it a little boring. This kind of makes it interesting. Just had to really zoom in and get everything in there tight. Even had to change the clipboard or whatever, the files from Maria Hill, have it coming down because it was blocking Iron Man's reactor. And then I adjusted some of these guys, and I moved Mandroid a bit. I can actually make him a little taller. You know what? Let me get this stand for him. See if that helps a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't cast a shadow. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So yeah, let me snap another pic. So I just got back from Walmart. I picked up this light. Someone named Jake Leggett on the Facebook group told me to get this light. It was $10. And don't get me wrong, this is a dope light and everything, but it's so freaking bright. And I guess that's a good thing, but it's gonna mess with my eyes. I'm wearing my glasses right now just so I can withstand it because it's kind of hurting my eyes. So I'm just testing it right now, seeing how it looks in black, and it looks really good. So you'll see this more often. Pretty good. Just finished this Tombstone review. I'm really happy with this figure. I've been trying to put a scene together for the past 2 days with Tombstone and Daredevil. Just hasn't been going well, so what did I do? I did a simple scene where I have Tombstone talking to some mob bosses, Chameleon, Hammerhead, and this random guy with an eye patch. Basically, it's the Nick Fury head with the Bruce Banner body. But yeah, man, I'm trying to stay away from fighting scenes until I feel like I'm ready. I'm gonna still practice it, but as far as posting shots and doing videos of fighting scenes, I'm gonna take a break for that and just really practice on that and focus on framing, composition, and setups. So again, when was the last time you saw me do a dark shot? That's because I just got this new light, which I'm about to show you guys. So I'm really trying to get back into the groove of ACBA, the essence of ACBA, and really just try to enhance my craft because I really want to get better at this. So let's just show off how I did it. Oh, and Daredevil's in the background. I don't know if you saw him. Well, you guys probably already saw him. So let's zoom out. So at first I have this lamp I always use. It has a red filter on it, and originally I had it up here, but the hue wasn't as strong as I would like it to be, so I put it down here. And I took I think it was, I don't remember who it was, I think it was Brandon from the ACBA group page. He told me actually it was Jerry Gamboa. He told me to have the light, if I have a filter or a bulb facing the diorama instead of on the figure, so it doesn't make it as hot or make the figure look weird. So I started doing that and it looks pretty good. It gives a nice tint instead of making the figure completely red. So I like how that came out. And I have this light here, just focusing on right there. This light, because there was a shadow on Tombstone's face, so I put it right there. Let me turn this off because you guys already saw that. So you can see that shadow that was really bothering me a lot. So I had that lamp there. And then this new light that I got. I was actually contemplating returning this because it was so bright, but it's actually really good. So I'm really happy with how this came out. Just so you can see how it came out. Ironically, these are the rooftop pieces. I knew I said I wasn't going to use it, but the dioramas I was using before to like set up the seam with Tombstone and Daredevil, I just wasn't going right. It was just getting on my nerves, so I just chose this. And this isn't how the rooftop is. Eric told me when I first got it, try to make it look like it's two different rooftops. So I kind of did that. I made it into like a square, and then I have this rooftop over there. Like how that came out. It's Tombstone giving some orders. You got Daredevil back here creeping in, seeing what the heck is going on. I have the Mezco effect on there. It just was not like lighting up properly. I tried everything. I even tried putting this back there. Just wasn't like that looks cool, but it would have been in the shot. And I had no idea how to, get that to light up. This, was dying on me still. So that just wasn't going too well. And it was something else. Oh, and the black towel that I use. I just use a black towel over a poster board to give it that black effect. Because if it was just like poster paper like this, it would have, casted some weird lighting and wouldn't give it that infinite black. So I like how this came out, man. I'm trying to really get back into the essence of ACBA. It's a good thing I didn't take this display down. There's a lot of modifications I made. Just little things I noticed when I was looking through the pictures and seeing which one was the best. I was like, Hammerhead could be turned a little bit more. Chameleon could be looking at Tombstone a little more. Daredevil can be in a better pose. The sonar thing was not really working that well. I might try it again because you can see that the vent in the background, it's gray, so it might work better, be able to pick up better. So I like how this came out more. Just added the vent over there. Lighting's basically the same, kind of rearranged it a little differently, but I like this a lot more. So I'm doing the display with Dolores and Havoc, and I have Dolores magnetizing her father Magneto's helmet, and I got a safety pin inside of Havoc's app crunch and a piece of wax on the back of Magneto's helmet. And it's cool and everything, but I just can't get the background right. Like, out of everything, like, the background is giving me problems. Like, I even tried pink, still not really going that well for me. Like, it's alright, but I think white is probably going to be the best for this. I just feel like it's a little too boring. I don't know, man. It looked better on the phone camera or in video format, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Just I don't want like that part blocking Havoc's face. I'm gonna try with white now. So I just decided to go with orange. It suited everyone best. I've been just messing around for the past hour. I did want to have Professor X in there, but it just didn't fit. It kind of does look cool, but you see the safety pin I have in there to hold up the helmet. And then this part of the helmet blocks the head of Havoc, and I just want him looking at that, and he just has, his eyes are painted really weird, so if I had him looking up, it would just not really fit. Let me see. See, just looking off to the side, and I just don't like how that looks. So this is the best I can do, honestly. Not saying that I did a bad job. It's just, the laws of physics. If I had the ability to, make objects float, obviously I would just make it float, but that's not the case. And yeah, I like how it came out. If I could, I would do this, but it just doesn't look right. Just a few minor tweaks. I fixed the line of sight on Dolores. Her line of sight was really pissing me off, man. Like, her eyes are fine. It's just, I don't know. I just couldn't get her exactly looking at the helmet. It was just really bothering me. Then I added these rocks to make it look like, give it more depth and whatnot. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Shout out to my man John Connor. He sent me some props. I just have one here, this computer thing, and I'm having some fun with it, man. Just to show off the lighting. I got these aliens like a long time ago, like 2013. It was like a Halloween thing, and they come in like some goo. But here it looks like some kind of science scene. And I have this is a Ben 10 thing that I painted. These two dials. I'm actually thinking about selling these. So I don't know yet. They're cool here. So maybe I'll keep it. And then I have that light over there, light right there for the backdrop. Another light right there, and a light to highlight Zola. You haven't seen this figure in a long time from anyone, man. I don't think anyone uses this Zola figure. It's actually a really good figure, actually. So I just have an angle like that and make it look real sciencey. So yeah, man. So I've been on the hunt for these two. They have some. They also have Blade. I don't really want them, but glad I got these two. Actually, haven't done ACBA in a while. Just had a lot of stuff going on. But here I got a display with Daredevil. He's kind of burning right now. He's not really on fire, but there's fire around him. And Bullseye's just laughing at him. And he has Karen Page in his arms. That's the Invisible Woman head on there with the Mary Jane body. Just showing off how I did it. I haven't used these in a while. This is a T light. I'm going to turn it off just so it doesn't waste battery. And same here. This is the Green Goblin fire. Excuse my voice. I'm actually sick right now. And I have this tap light on. And then Eric's dial that he made for me. This light. I'm afraid it's going to die, so I'm going to turn it off. And then I got a light right there. This is actually pretty sturdy on there. It's not going to bend or anything like that. This lamp. It's actually getting kind of hot. I actually had this light on there, but I actually turned it off so it would make it a lot darker, and it actually worked. So I like how that came out. So yeah, just getting back into the grind of things. I really miss doing this. I haven't filmed a review in a while, so this is for a review, but I'm actually glad that I'm grinding a picture out because, you know, I've been needing it, honestly. I feel like the page has kind of been lacking lately as far as creativity. So just getting back into what I do best, being me and being original. So yeah, man. A lot of people hated this Green Goblin fire. I understand why. Just people just light it up properly. So when you can see it flickers. So when you light it up correctly, it looks good. Just gotta hide the base. Hopefully that the white part doesn't show. Then just zoom in. That alone looks pretty cool. I don't know. Just gonna keep grinding this out. Alright, I switched it up a little bit. Just have basically Daredevil surrounded by complete fire, and Bullseye's like, hey man, you want to play a card game? So yeah, man, I like this a lot. That's the grind of ACBA, man. You start off with one idea and then it turns into like something that you're like, wow, I would never thought I'd come up with that. So this makeshift Karen Page, I can use it for another time. Not that big of a deal. I did want to use it for this display, but I like this a lot better. So just have the Goblin fire, this light on here. I'm actually really hot. There's a lot of lights going on here. So this light right there, this light pointed at this fire or whatever this is that John Connor gave me, and it works well in the background. And then the cards I have for Bullseye. This light is focused basically on this light in there and this light that John gave me. I did have this light on, but it wasn't really working. And then I have this light up there. So basically, that light, this light, this light, and this light. These T lights were way too dim for this display. I wish they weren't because they would have made a really nice filter, actually. Let me see if it works behind Daredevil. Not really. But I really like how this came out. I was able to get 2 articulated icon ninjas, and these ninjas came out incredible, man. Really glad that I was able to get some. But I haven't posted anything in ACBA. I just haven't had time. College has been crazy. So I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things because I've been rusty, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I've just seen a lot of unfinished work on the page, and I feel like I should be able to fix that by posting good content and just showing people, hey, there's different ways to do ACBA while keeping it clean. So basically, what I got here is Elektra. She's pinning down Daredevil. She has the sign in her hand, and he's on the floor. And this is the Netflix Elektra with the silk head, so it looks like the all new, all different Marvel Elektra, where she's all black and not really feeling that costume, but it is how she looks in the comics right now. And then I got the articulate icon ninjas in the back. They're holding their swords in the palm of their hand, like out of respect or something like that. And yeah, it came out pretty clean. And lighting is like I literally have it on my fan. Like it's kind of ghetto, but it gets the job done actually. I'm so so happy, man. I found this new mode on my camera, 16 by 9, and it makes the shot wider. So whenever you see like in a review, like my picture is like a square, that was because this was by like 4 by 3. So that'll be fixed now. But here I got a display where Iron Fist is fighting this Kung Fu master. Now, if you're thinking, dude, that's not the Iron Fist head that came with this figure, it's not. It's a custom head by B Customs, and during Hurricane Irma, I contacted him, well, actually before it, and we were talking about it, and I paid like $25 ship for it, and I told him not to send it because of the storm, so it took like, like a month or 3 weeks for it to get here, but pretty happy with it. I dropped it a couple times, but it's been fine. The bandana is fine too, so I don't want that to break. But anyways, I got Iron Fist fighting this Kung Fu master, and then that impact effect on there. I haven't used that in a long time. It's just kind of resting on there. I don't like using wax because the wax makes a stain and it's really hard to get off. But I got this guy in the background. I don't know if I'm gonna add another ninja. I'm gonna keep messing with this. I gotta actually pick up Chinese food, but yeah, this is actually the articulated icons background. So I just zoomed in. It looks like it's an actual piece, and I'm trying to not use the rooftop dial because one, I'm trying to get new dials, and two, because I feel like I use it a little too much. Not as much as before, but just a little too much. But just trying to mess with different things. And then I lower the ISO, lower the brightness, and then since these side panels are black, it kind of added with the illusion. And then the lighting, that lamp over there, that light up there, try not to add too much light so it doesn't give it a glare, because I feel like when people use like cardboard backgrounds as dioramas or backdrops, it always leaves a glare, and it pisses me off, man. Like I have this light right here, and you can see I see stuff like that all the time, and I don't like that, man. It looks terrible. But yeah, all right, I gotta pick up this Chinese food. That was some good Chinese food. Anyways, just messing around again. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one with Iron Fist fighting that guy that was in the previous shot in this dojo, and have him with Misty Knight, Luke Cage, and doing something not in the dojo. So just gonna keep messing around with that, but this is gonna be for the thumbnail. I like how this looks. And I just, you know, this was originally down there, but I raised it up. So this black part wouldn't show. I actually had to glue this together and paint it, so it looked like it was fleshed out in one piece. And then this light underneath to glow up the fist a little bit. Not as much as I would like it, but it's okay. And then if I raise it up anymore, there's a glare. This looks okay, but it's a little too bright. It's alright. Not bad. I'm gonna keep messing around with this, but this is the idea. Yo, I forgot to say, that master body that you saw fighting the Iron Fist is just the movie Doctor Strange, and it snapped at the torso again, and I don't know what's going on with this. It's not really broken, it's just, I don't know, man, it just keeps coming out at this waist. Like, I just fixed it. I don't know if I should put some glue on it or something, but it keeps popping out. This came out. You could do a different body on this if you wanted to, but still, man, it's annoying. And this is just a forge head, and the ponytail has broken on me like 3 times, and I feel like it's gonna break again. This figure is kind of rare. So the homie Punker Mike is having a contest on Instagram. It's over by now, the time you're watching it, but the idea was centered around props, and I basically had everything, but the reason why I'm out of breath right now is because I uploaded it at exactly 11:59 p.m. That was the scariest thing I've ever done. One of the scariest things I've ever done. Because if I missed the deadline, then I would have been eliminated or disqualified from the contest. So I'm really glad I got that in. But we got Bullseye. He's meditating, I guess. He's holding a stack of cards and an Uzi. You got the steam coming from the gun. Get it focused. Just polyester. And then all these guys are dead. There's some blood under him. This is from John Connor. This is a stretcher. And then we got a Scourge soldier. Another Scourge. This is from John Connor. That's from Punker Mike. This guy's dead in the back. And then these two props. I'm actually gonna sell these dials eventually. And yeah, just really glad I got that in. It was really scary that I thought I was gonna miss the deadline, but I like how this came out. Here's a lighting. And then I zoomed in. You guys ever buy something and then regret buying it as soon as you have it? That's exactly how I feel with this Death's Head figure. Like, I saw him at Walmart, he was 17 bucks. I was like, I may as well get him. I don't have any of these Mantis figures. So I picked them up, and, you know, I just can't get into the character, and I kind of regret buying it. I did buy Gamora as well. She was 17 bucks. And so that together was 38. And I don't have a job right now. I am looking for one. I did apply, but I'm just trying to save money right now, and I felt like that was a dumb move right there on my part. I am actually working with somebody on a dial, so that should be coming soon, but I have to pay up for it. So I feel like I could have put the money I spent on those two figures toward the dial, but I didn't, and I just kind of wasted it. So it is what it is. You know, I'll build up my wealth somehow, but right now I kind of regret buying it. The figure's okay. It's just, you know, I just can't get into the comic, man. Like, he looks cool, but I don't know, man. Like, he's one of those D-list characters that Marvel kind of threw away that I'm just okay with them not using. So here I got Wolverine. He's about to fight him, and then you got Beast knocked out. You got Rogue knocked out, and then all these dial pieces. These are like rubble. I made this right here. I made this floor. It's actually really dusty. Like, I actually might throw it away eventually. I don't know. I might sell it or also, but it's just super dusty. Like, the dust here is crazy. I made that as well. Hurry Arts made this. Rest in peace, bro. And Death's Head is just sitting on those rocks. And I got one light up right there, one light up there, and one light there. So yeah, I like how this came along, but I just regret buying this figure. Just practicing, man. Just Punisher, just shooting people and attacking. Just pushing that guy against the wall, then shooting this guy. I forgot to put this head on. This guy is actually sitting over there. And this guy like, oh crap. And then he broke the door. So the idea is that he came out of here and he's just attacking. So yeah, man, just practicing my posing. I was actually on the live stream with Plastic Addict, my boy Poobie Allen, Mike Odom on Instagram Live. And I was like, man, once I get to the other room and get my Magical Punisher, it's on, man. So this is the Man-Thing Punisher, and I don't know, man. I think I like it better with all these other Punisher heads more than the John Berthel head. I like that figure though, but I might get another one just for, just to mod it. Like honestly, like the only problem I have with the figure is the fact that he has no castle. But other than that, it's a dope figure. But lighting, got this tap light there, light above there, and the light that's in there. I'm actually gonna turn that off. It's actually making me nervous. I hate having that thing on. I turn this off too. And what's funny is I actually use this camera. I haven't used this camera in a while. I actually use my phone camera too, but just messing around with different settings. Not bad. I haven't used this camera in like a year, so I was thinking about selling it, but I don't know, man. It's not bad. Still got the game though. Yeah, I like how this came out. Back on the grind. School's been crazy, man. Like I got sick. I was out for like 4 days, maybe a week, and still had to go to school and everything, get all these finals done. But now that that's over, and I'm better, working out again, eating good, back on my grind. So just really good to have my figures back around and just posting them. For a while I had like a setup where it was like Moon Knight and he was like choking this guy with like his nunchucks, and the guy had the Punisher head on, but I was like, nah, I don't want that. So decided to use something else using the same base I was going to use for that display, using Heroes for Hire. So basically this is like a, I don't know, like a interrogation or whatever, like a turf war, I don't know. But Tombstone is leading this, and Iron Fist and Luke Cage are like, oh man, let's do this. And you got this guy right here, he's Blood. This guy on the mask. This guy right here on the Punisher head. And this guy, he wasn't really noticeable. I just wanted to have him in that corner over there just for that gun right there. Let me point it, there we are. And then it's zoomed in. It's pretty good. I might change this background around. I don't know, I'm not really feeling this background. I've tried pink, I didn't like it. I tried orange, didn't like it. Might try orange again. White, and I don't like the black, so we'll keep trying. So I went back to orange. Looks way better than that neon yellow I had before. Basically the same. Just kind of tweaked it a little bit. I think I did change that Luke Cage pose. Made Tombstone a little more visible, and then lighting there, this tab light right here, and this light that's sitting on my chair. I'm actually in my entertainment room. I actually wanted to have this in like the daytime, but it really wasn't working out as much as I wanted it to. I'm gonna try more daytime shots, like when it's daytime obviously, but just when the time is right, I guess. Just practicing, getting back into the groove of things. Moon Knight doing an interrogation. I actually had this planned out like a week ago, but it wasn't going out right. And I was gonna do a display with Jackal, but that wasn't going out right. So I just chose Moon Knight. And then this has the Punisher head on it, so he's doing an interrogation, or he's about to. And this is an old dial from a TV box set with like foam and whatever, so I just painted it black. And all these boxes back here, and then Eric's ladder, and then construction paper in the back, and then my lighting. So I'm gonna keep working on this, see what comes out of it. Here's the aftermath. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's kind of like Moon Knight was like, I'm really not having it today. So he kind of just stabbed him in the eye and threw him on the floor. So I don't know. I like it. Here's a picture I did for Black Widow. I really like this figure with the head sculpt on there. Like, it makes a huge difference. It's really good. And then I got all these shield agents following Cap's orders, just pointing. I don't know, I'm just messing around. I actually gotta go. It's, I'm having a Christmas Eve dinner at my aunt's house, so I gotta drive everyone there. So I just took this. Hopefully the video gets up in time. I don't like uploading videos past like 11 o'clock. I feel like no one's gonna watch it, but either way, I think this is a good picture. Here's my lighting. Just focus on them, and then this is up here. It's focused there. I did have this on. This lighting up here. It's a little ghetto. I don't know if you guys were like this. I have like a fan, and then it's in the handle of the fan, and then I have the light here, and then the plug, and just turn it on. That was a little too bright for me, and it was making this weird lighting effect on the shield agents, so I didn't like that, so I turned that off. And then kind of just angled it. Yeah. There's some rocks here. I need to get some new rocks. I need to get someone to make it for me, because I feel like I don't have a solid rock piece where I can just have figures on there. I just kind of have to mix and match, which isn't bad, but I just want to have something solid. But yeah, I like how this came out. So I'm working on something right here, something Spider-Man Homecoming related. It's gonna have Iron Man's armor pieces in this box, and this toy came in like 2008. It was an Iron Man. It was an Iron Man figure from the 2008 movie, and like the armor pieces came out. It came with like the arc reactor, but I don't know what the heck happened to that. But pretty cool figure, not gonna lie. But the pieces can come off, the chest piece, the hands, the helmet. So I have that, and I'm gonna have that in one box. But for some reason, I put this checklist to like raise something up. I'm gonna raise this money up so you can see it in the shop. But that checklist got stuck, so I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get that out. But I'll find a way. I was sitting on the shop for like a week, and it came out pretty nice. Not gonna lie. So here's the Iron Man stuff in the box. You got this goon with the AI mask on, the shocker on a stand, and then this childhood TMNT car, and then one light here, one light there, facing away from the dial to give it that infinite black effect. And then you got Spider-Man creeping in, and then this was a dial that Harry Arts made me. Rest in peace, bro. Just picked a hole here so the web line could stay in place. This is the Yamaguchi Spider-Man web, and then you got a dial piece there, some barrels there, and black towel. What else? That's pretty much it. I zoomed in, my hand is hurting me, I'm starving. Just multiple angles, different lighting. I had like 3 lighting that I liked. Let's see. I like this. And then green. So all these came out pretty nice. Pretty happy how this came out. Working on a setup. Just Silvermane, Hammerhead, Tombstone, some goo in the eye patch, that guy back there, and this guy watching the door. This is just a WWE body with the Hammerhead on there. I have like 2 of them. And then Silvermane, this is just the Purple Man body. The Silvermane head from the, what is it called? Speed Demon. I actually have 2 of them, so I got 2 heads. And then a scarf from an Overworld figure from X-Men. And then, yeah, I'm gonna add a Spider-Man figure to the corner right there, so he's like sneaking up on them. So like, I don't know how I'm gonna take the shot yet. It's probably gonna be, I don't know. Actually don't know how I'm gonna take this. Probably something like that, and like have Spider-Man in the corner right there. But yeah, I like how this came out so far. What else? That's pretty much it. I'm actually watching the Triple C podcast, or whatever it's called, Bumming with Michael Wisman. Dope guy. Make sure you check him out. But yeah, I'm working on another panel shot, just with Black Widow and Hawkeye. Hawkeye's in the other room. I gotta get him. But yeah, I like how it came out so far. Just having Black Widow electrocute this soldier, and she's grabbing the gun. He's shooting it. It's like, oh crap. So yeah, I like how that came out. And then I got this light here to light up that electricity effect. It's kind of dying on me. Got it a long time ago. And I got this light over here, typical setup. And then this blue light. Well, it's not blue, it's white light, and then I have a blue filter over it. It's like paper, blue paper. And then I have this warm light with a red filter over it to give it that. I didn't want just blue and I didn't want just purple, so I didn't want just blue and I didn't want just red, so I kind of mixed it together, and I like how it came out so far. And I'm gonna get Hawkeye in here, and hopefully the rest of this setup goes well so I can get it into the panel. Here's the second panel. I'm gonna have Hawkeye shooting an arrow. So here's it already shot, and it's penetrating this guy's skull. I think it came out pretty cool. This is just the Marvel Girl energy effect, using it as blood. And yeah, liking how this came out so far. Here's a third panel. Really like how the lighting came out here. Just Hawkeye shooting the arrow. Looks really good. And, you know, I just kind of makeshift stuff around. I actually have a dial coming in. Man, oh man, I'm so excited for that dial. But until then, just messing around with what I have. Eventually, I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff. But anyways, lighting kind of rearranged it, but more of like a purplish hue. Kind of like the matte fraction Hawkeye. I like the use of purple in that comic story. So yeah, just have one more panel to shoot, and I'm gonna call it a night. I relocated the guy getting shot by Hawkeye. I felt like this background worked better. Like, I don't know, I feel like me going from here to here didn't really make a lot of sense. I'm gonna leave this area for Black Widow, and then this area for Hawkeye, and then probably have them come together in somewhere maybe around there. But yeah, I think this looks a lot better over here. Alright, here's the last shot. I really like how this came out. So obviously I'm gonna go to bed right now, but I'm gonna edit it and then make it into a panel and see what I like best, and then you guys see the finished result. I ended up not using that Black Widow and Hawkeye idea. Just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. Just wasn't filming the panels and whatnot. But, you know, I've been messing around for the last few days and just trying to get a display going, just get back into the groove of things and whatnot. But yeah, just have Crossbones here. This is the Magical Punisher with the Marvel Legends Crossbones head on there. And then I did a little mod. I took the Scourge harness from this figure and put it on there, and what do you call it, the holster, and I put a different gun in there. Looks pretty good. And then these are the Tomb Raider pistols. I got these a long time ago. Look really well as Desert Eagles. And then Got one scores there, one scores there, and then I zoomed in. Looks pretty good. And there's some barrels in the background, and then one diorama here, one diorama here. This is just kind of like leaning up on there so I could have the steam coming out. It's just polyester. Then I have one light up there and two lights up there. Yeah, like how it came out. I was really, just trying to get a display going today. That was my goal for today, just have a display going. It went from so many different things. It went from Taskmaster to the Punisher, to the Punisher fighting Daredevil, to Hammerhead, to Captain America, then to Crossbones and Black Widow, and then finally just Crossbones. So that's how displays go, man. You don't get the idea like straight off the bat. It will take some time. You just have to finesse it and grind with it until you're satisfied with it. Alright, the rest of this episode is going to be all Black Panther related, so just a warning. So basically what I got going on here is Black Panther, he's attacking these ninjas who invaded Wakanda. So he jumped on this guy's legs or stomach or whatever, and he's clawing him in the face. And then he's trying to deflect this guy's sigh. This guy's like, oh crap, he's going to get me. Yeah, I love this figure, man. It came out amazing. Got all this rubble here in the background. Again, I need a new, like, I don't know, like a jungle diorama or like some more rubble. These are all stuff I made, but it would be nice to have just like one solid piece. But yeah, I like how this came out. I used a cooler white balance, like almost like a bluish, and it really helped in the scene. And I got one light there, one light here, one light here. Just zoomed in. Yeah, like how it came out. Shout out to Mike Odom. He sent me a Medusa. It's kind of a part right now. Really appreciate it, bro. Just finished my review of Nakia. Really like this figure. Like I said in the review, eventually I'm going to get heads by Glassman Customs and have them painted so I can have different Dora Milaje, so they're not just all Nakia. So yeah, this is basically Killmonger with the Toy Biz Black Panther cape on there. And then the staff that he's holding is from the Marvel Legends 2-pack Valkyrie from like, I want to say 2010. And these are just figures obviously from the Black Panther movie. And this diorama that I made, not really made, kind of came like this. This came with like a TV box set. And I added some rubble and obviously painted it black. And then I got a backdrop here, one light there, one light over here, and one light there. So yeah, man, I like how this came out. It's my first time doing a Black Panther shot like this, where it's with the Dora Milaje, and I think it came out pretty cool. Here's an alternate angle. I like this one a lot. I don't know which one I like more. Kind of leaning more towards this side. I'll see when I'm editing it. But yeah, I like how this came out. This was again a foam piece that I got from like a TV box set. And then I changed the background to pink. Everything is pretty much the same. I lowered the door melange. And yeah, I like how this came out as well. Just messing around with something simple here. This is some of the diorama. I'm actually getting it fixed right now. But yeah, I have Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. He's holding this thug's head, and then Spider-Man in the background. They're like taking a team shot. So yeah, just trying to prepare for Mortal Kombat. I don't know who my opponent is, but yo, I'm gonna try to do my best. So gotta practice and get my round situated and everything. But yeah, lighting right there, lighting right here, light there. And then Spider-Man is on the Yamaguchi web. It's in the background like that. And then zoom in. Well, it's probably not like that, but you get the idea. So I've been working for the past 3 days straight, and I've had this set up for like, I want to say 5 days. Just literally everything has been set up. I just haven't had time to shoot it. But yeah, man, it's just Punisher, just kind of like, I don't know, just like relieving himself. He got beat up. See, he has a black guy. He has the crutches, then the cast, and he's just kind of like, man, I got beat up, but I always gotta stay strapped up. That's where he has the gun there, the gun's here. Basically, this is like his warehouse or whatever. So I just wanted to give that atmosphere. This diorama is by Al Figures, and I have a backdrop there. Well, not the backdrop, the pink construction paper, and then one light here, one light there, one light there. What's cool about this diorama is there some windows, so window there, window there, window there, so more light comes in. And you know what? At first I was like, I want to do more of like a cool filter. Let me see if I can turn down the white balance, so you can see that. And that's how that looks. Doesn't look too bad. Actually, I might shoot one. Let's see. Might try it around there, but I do like it up here better. It looks more official and realistic, and I always try to go for that in my pictures. Sometimes I try to, do like more like comic book stuff, sci-fi stuff, but sometimes I like that real gritty stuff in my pictures. So I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. Just having Spider-Man on a rooftop, Mary Jane kind of watching the city. So pretty simple. The episode's ending soon anyways, but I just wanted to grind something out. I added that smoke effect a long time ago to this. I forgot what you call that, but it looks really good here. And then you got the air vents, and then one backdrop there, and then my one light over there, and then one light there, and the rooftop, and have it propped up on some yearbooks. And I have my lights propped up. That's something I've been doing lately. I've been propping up the lights as well. instead of having it ground level. This one's fine because I wanted it there, and I wanted that blue hue on Spider-Man and Mary Jane. But this one I wanted high, so not only do you get the sunset, but you also get light coming off on these guys as well. And then this one just kind of to accent this, even though that's kind of leaning, it's still fine. But yeah, came out really nice. Zoomed in and just focused on Spider-Man's head. Just filmed a review for Paladin. I'm trying to end this episode like right now. It's probably gonna be the second from the last clip because this needs to end. It's been filming for over a year now. But anyways, just him on the rooftop. I use the rooftop diorama from Eric a little differently. Usually I had like this piece like around here. Instead I had this piece on the side, and it looks kind of cool. Like person goes from here to here on the rooftop, so it's pretty good. And then this on the side right here, so it gives it a little more depth. And then just put this on top here, and then the lighting down there. Usually what I started doing this is pretty cool. Like, you know how like the street lights or whatever stuff is going on the bottom. So I had this to kind of give it that effect, like there's stuff going on the bottom in the street. Then one light there, one light there, and one light there with a filter, red filter. Came out pretty good. Zoomed in. Came out pretty clean. Just wanted to show this off real quick. This is my articulated icons collection, if you can say. I'm kind of big on the line. Like, I want a lot of the figures from there, but I'm satisfied with what I have. I'm thinking about getting 2 red ninjas, but I don't know. Like, these are pretty good, and I'm pretty sure eventually Hasbro's going to give us hand ninjas. So, I mean, I'm satisfied with what I have. Maybe I'll get one more, but I'm good with what I have. Thinking about getting the Drunken Master, but I have the Atami. I love this figure. This is really cool. I can't put him down. Then Solitaire, really dope. And then the 2 ninjas, which I like, but as far as like posing them around, these 2 I like posing around more. Like, you can take the shirt off of this guy, pause, and like he has, I got the Arms and Wraps pack, and I can like interchange them. So this guy's like super playable and everything, pause. And I really like these ninjas, but again, like I said, like I like these guys a lot more. So I really am a big fan of this line. So I was just messing around for the past 4 days with the shot. I just opened this Atami figure. He's super dope. And then the Arms and Wraps pack, which you can see over here. And I don't know, man. I don't know what this is. Like, the idea is that Iron Fist and this ninja dude doesn't really have a name. They're about to fight Atami, and it doesn't really matter who the characters are. They're just about to fight. So you can see I smoke around the door, and then the light up there, one light up there, down there rather, and then one light here, and then one light there. I did have a light back there, but that wasn't going very well. But yeah, man, I just kept messing with ideas. Like, originally it was just Daredevil and Atami fighting, and then Daredevil and that dude fighting, but I just could not get it. Like, let me see. Replace him with him. Nah, just too much black. I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I just been messing around with it all day, so I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna end this episode soon. So I picked up this Deadpool the other day. He is so clean. So I have him holding a grenade and an Uzi. He's getting shot at by this guy. It's a Solitaire with a ninja head. And here's the bullets. And I try to give this a lot of depth, so I have a lot of stuff in the background. And then the shed, my light there, and these 2 LED lights. This one Deadpool, this one's on Solitaire. Then this lamp here, then that light over there. Yeah, there's just a lot of depth here, and that's what I like. So I zoomed in, it looks pretty good. Just messing around with something. Green Goblin. This is when he was leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. turned to Hammer. But since I don't have a Norman Osborn head, I never got the series, the Onslaught series. Green Goblin variant. I have the regular version, just not the variant with the screaming Norman Osborn head. And I've always wanted that head. Pause. But I mean, I was just never able to find it. So this is the Sandman Build-A-Figure Wave Green Goblin, and it works here, and it works pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really good. And I got these two hammer guards, if you will. So it's the Scourge body with the Shield Agent head on there. And I have two Scourges and I have three Shield Agents. So I was just like, let me just combine them together. And lighting, just had this under there to give it a sinister look. And then light back there, light over there, light over there. I did have a pink backdrop instead of the orange. At first I was like, man, this is not going too well. But then I changed it from pink to orange and it turned out a lot better. And yeah, man, I like it. I just want to invest into a new camera. This is my phone camera again. It's kind of aging a bit. I don't know. I kind of want to get a new camera. And I do want to get a new phone too. I'm tired of the S7, the Galaxy. I'm tired of Samsung and my Snapchat looking all grainy and everything like that. So I'm thinking about switching to an iPhone, but that all costs money. So who knows? So I've been trying to do something with Punisher for, I want to say like 3 days. So, just had the classic him capturing Daredevil where he's in the chains and he has a gun in his hand. And I like it. I'm on the floor right now. Originally I had this Punisher, but it didn't work out too well. Had a little ambidextrous action, but I just wasn't feeling this Punisher with this Daredevil, so I decided to go with Mezco. Some people don't like doing Mezcos and Marvel Legends together. Me, I don't care as long as it looks good. Personally, I don't care, but it looks really good here. And Daredevil has, I want to say, 3 chains on. So he has a smaller one around his neck and around his arms. Then he has one wrapped around him. I tried to wrap this entire thing around this foam piece, but it wasn't working out. And then I have his legs chained up, and then Punisher, he's looking at him in the eye. That's a good angle right there. I like that. Yeah, I like that angle. And then I have one light here, like to light up their faces. One light up there, my tab light. This light barely to go on their face. And then my light up there has a yellow filter. It's on my chair, so if I need to turn it, I can. And then my black towel over there, Eric's dial, and then batons on the floor, Daredevil's batons. And yeah, man, I like how this came out. Hopefully I can either get some more angles or this is gonna be my final pick, but I like it. So I picked up the new Silver Surfer, and I'm a big fan of it, man. It's a really good figure, and this is just for the review. And I really wished I got that Marvel Universe Galactus. I never got it. I got the Sentinel instead. I just wasn't a big fan of having 2 Galactuses at the time. I don't know why. I think I was like 11 when that figure came out, probably 11, 12. And now looking back, I'm just like, damn, man, why didn't I get that figure? Because now that figure goes for like 200, 300 bucks online, and it's ridiculous, man. But hopefully we'll get a new Galactus eventually. But yeah, I really do like how the setup came out. So it's just Silver Surfer, kind of like, you know, crisscross applesauce on his surfboard, kind of like meditating, and Galactus is like, come mortal, or something like that, or my herald, or something like that. But yeah, this is a diorama floor base that I made a while back. I want to say a couple years ago. I kind of want to sell it, but I don't know. It's kind of beat up. And these rubble pieces I made a long time ago. And then I just added these Black Panther energy effects just to give it kind of like a spacious effect. I don't know, just kind of like just showing energy around him. And then, I don't know, the lighting, I was just like, you know what? I want to have Galactus appear as like God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want him to be like super majestic and powerful. So I was like, how am I going to do that? So I was like, let me use this light over there and see how that comes out, and then use this light. But then I was like, man, I don't know how it's turning out. It's not as good as I want. So I did something kind of different. So I got my, I don't even know what you would call this, my stick light. And I have it like, I don't know, it's kind of like glowing in a way. It's glowing on the backdrop, and then it's also making Galactus glow. And I do like how that looks, makes him look like a god almost. And I really like that. And I also like how my lighting was able to make Silver Surfer look really silver. But the hardest thing of this display, and it's not anything with the setup, it's getting that peg like to not be visible. If you can see that peg right there, that's the only peg that Silver Surfer has on the board, and it was kind of hard. Like I was trying to first originally I had him like kneeling on the floor. Galactus was basically in the same pose of my common mortal pose, but yeah, he was. I don't know. I originally had these energy effects in Silver Surfer's hand, and then him standing up, it just wasn't working out. So I just decided to have him meditating. But that peg, man, was really hard to get, and also the fact that the board is not exactly flat; it's kind of like bent, so that yellow space was kind of showing in the bottom. So like again, man, stuff like that you gotta pay attention to in your display. It really, really makes a difference when you pay attention to detail. So when you post it to wherever you do, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, it's not like, oh crap, I wish I didn't do that. It's like, no, I'm looking at literally everything. And last thing, I kind of like raised my construction paper, so this is up higher, and this is with tape, obviously. But yeah, I really do like how this display came out. So I've been working on this for like a week, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's Black Panther and Wakanda, kind of. He's obviously not in the throne. This is just a chair, but from here it looks like a throne, kind of. And he's got the Dora Milaje. I try to make Okoye a little more comic accurate. I give her the chain and then the cape, if you will. She had a look like that in the comics. And then these are these African artifacts that my mom had, and I just borrowed it. And Black Panther's on these bases. And this is just a diorama that I'm trying to work on and then sell. And the lighting, right up there, one light there, one light there, and one light there. And I'm literally laying on the floor so I can get this angle. That's why I can barely talk, but yeah, I like how this came out. So I'm just messing around with something right here. Got the aim in a lab with MODOK in the back. And then all the aliens there, all their lab equipment. Just a piece of styrofoam. And then pink construction paper. And then I focused the lighting on there. And then one light up top on the AIM soldiers. Then I put some, what do you call it, polyester for MODOK on his base, because the base is actually plastic on him. And yeah, it's pretty simple. I went through a couple of phases of this, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. Alright, it's been a long time since I picked up the camera and recorded anything, so this is what I picked up this week. I got back from school and I was just like, you know what, let me go to the mall. And I'm at FYE and I'm there and I see Spider-Man Noir, which I've been looking for a very long time. And we'll get into the story behind that. And then I find Spider-Punk as well. So I was super excited to buy this. What's funny about it is I was actually considering buying the entire wave again, which is funny because I have Prowler and Mysterio, but pretty much I want to say Grunpool and Spider Woman are easy to find. Obviously Prowler, and then Spider Punk, Spider Man Noir, Mysterio, and then Lash are hard to find. So I was like, you know what? I'm thinking about getting the entire wave, but I don't want to spend like $160 just to get an entire wave and all that crap. So I was able to get it on sale for $14, and plus I had the FYE membership, so I got 10% off. So I got it for $28 each. So that was a steal. So I'm building Lizard, and after I worked out today, I was like, you know what? Let me go to GameStop. Let me just see what they have. They didn't have anything, and then the GameStop I went to, they had a Walmart right next to that. So I'm there in the toil, and I see Spider-Man wave, ironically, I see Spider-Man Noir, and then I see the Cobalt wave, Black Widow. I was like, oh man. And I look behind Spider-Man Noir, and then freaking Lash is there. And then what's funny about this figure is it's like the same thing with the, I think it was a Superior's Venom, where the figure's crap. I mean, he's not crap, but it's like, at least desirable. Maybe people are a fan of it, but he went up in price because of the Build-A-Figure piece he came with. So I'm really glad I was able to find it. I got it for $20. That's the store price. And he's pretty much going for like $30 on Amazon and like $30 on eBay and all that. So I'm not paying for that. So I'm glad that I was able to get this. So now I have these three, Prowler and Mysterio. And this came in the mail today. Ultimates, I'm a big fan of the Ultimates. I spent $5 on this on Amazon and it shipped. Came in pretty good condition. I'm really excited about this. And I got something else, and I'm gonna show that when I review it. But yeah. All right, this episode is getting mad long. It's spanning over a year now. I need to end it, so let's do that. All right, it's been a long time since I picked up the camera and recorded anything. So this is what I picked up this week. I got back from school, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go to the mall. And I'm at FYE, and I'm there, and I see Spider-Man Noir, which I've been looking for a very long time. And we'll get into the story behind that. And then I find Spider-Punk as well. So I was super excited to buy this. What's funny about it is I was actually considering buying the entire wave again, which is funny because I have Prowler and Mysterio, but pretty much I want to say Gwenpool and Spider-Woman are easy to find. Obviously Prowler, and then Spider-Punk, Spider-Man Noir, Mysterio, and then Lash are hard to find. So I was like, you know what, I'm thinking about getting the entire wave, but I don't want to spend like $160 just to get an entire wave and all that crap. So I was able to get it on sale for $14, and plus I had the FYE membership, so I got 10% off. So I got it for $28 each. So that was a steal. So I'm building Lizard. And after I worked out today, I was like, you know what, let me go to GameStop. Let me just see what they have. They didn't have anything. And then the GameStop I went to, they had a Walmart right next to that. So I'm there in the toil, and I see Spider-Man wave. Ironically, I see Spider-Man Noir, and then I see the Cobalt wave, Black Widow. I was like, oh man. And I look behind Spider-Man Noir, and then freaking Lash is there. And then what's funny about this figure is it's like the same thing with the, I think it was a Superior's Venom, where the figure's crap. I mean, he's not crap, but it's like, at least desirable. Maybe people are a fan of it, but he went up in price because of the Build-A-Figure piece he came with. So I'm really glad I was able to find it. I got it for $20. That's the store price. And he's pretty much going for like $30 on Amazon and like $30 on eBay and all that. So I'm not paying for that. So I'm glad that I was able to get this. So now I have these three, Prowler and Mysterio. And this came in the mail today. Ultimates, I'm a big fan of the Ultimates. I spent $5 on this on Amazon and it shipped. Came in pretty good condition. I'm really excited about this. And I got something else, and I'm gonna show that when I review it. But yeah. All right, this episode is getting mad long. It's spanning over a year now. I need to end it, so let's do that. All right, this is the last scene of the episode, so I'm just gonna do a quick rundown. So I got the '90s X-Men, Nightcrawler, Iceman, Rogue, Wolverine, and Psylocke. They're just on a rooftop. And something I kind of did different is I've never really played with this or used it since I got it. This is the X-Jet. I got it like 3 years ago. It is really, really cool, but it's also small. So that's why I have it in the background. And it looks pretty good. That's a pretty cool angle. I might use that as well. Sorry about that. Dishes are being washed right now. That's what's in the background. But yeah, man, I like this a lot. Here's the lighting, like there, like here, so it's like focused on the characters, and then a hot light there. I like this a lot, and I have the poster paper up high. And yeah, man. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry this took so long to put out. I've been working on it for over a year. Since I quit my last job, I started a new job, and then I'm in my 3rd semester of school. And I've just learned a lot, man, just in life and everything like that. So what I hope for in this channel is to evolve more, put out more content, just, be a better me, just make more videos and just connect with more people. And yeah, man, I'm just gonna keep buying more figures, put out more reviews, stuff like that. I have diorama coming, so I'm really excited about the evolution of my channel. And yeah, man, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you later. Peace.
That's crispy.